Hello YouTube, my name is Athurv Kumar and I recently cleared my CA Inter in the very first attempt along with a regular college like Christ University. In this video, I'll be sharing my CA journey up until now, and the main reason for making this video is there are quite a few reasons, but one of them is so that if anyone is pursuing CA along with a regular college where attendance is mandatory, or even if it's not mandatory and you're going to a regular college every day, this could help guide you or inspire you to pursue CA with regular college. And I'll be sharing my story so that you can learn here and there what I did. Okay, and secondly, I would like to thank everyone in this video who helped me in my journey of Inter. And third reason being that this video is to remind me of the efforts I put in Inter, so that in future if I feel a bit low, I can watch this video and remind myself of what I went through during Inter. So let me start from the very beginning. Last year on 31st March 2023, I gave my final board exam, that was accounts paper, and after a 15 to 20 days break I started my CA foundation prep. I had not opened my CA foundation books up until now, and there was only one new subject, which was law, and I had 2 months to prepare. Mostly the subjects were similar, only accounts, eco, maths, and English. So that was fine. Law was a new subject, so I had to prepare for that. I had already registered for CA Foundation, by the way. And while I was preparing for CA Foundation, I also gave various college interviews, and I decided to join Christ University. Firstly, let me tell everyone who don't know about Christ University. It's a college in Bangalore, okay, where you have mandatory 85% attendance. Whether you are doing CA or not doing CA doesn't matter. You have to be present in 85% of the classes. And there were few days that was so, and the classes start from morning 6:30. So there were few days where classes used to start at morning 6:30 and end at 4 o'clock, but usually the classes were from 6:30 to 11:30. But now in this year, in the second year, the timings have changed a bit from 7 to 11 and 10, so they have made it a bit flexible this year. But last year it was very hectic. So yeah, I gave my CA foundation exams in June 2024, and then fortunately I cleared it in very first attempt with 256 mark. Okay, then my Christ journey started. I started going to college, and I didn't know where to do CA inter coaching, because I had done CA foundation prep through self study. So I decided to take an academy. I'll be making a separate video on that, why I chose an academy and its review. But the main reason in crux, it is that I wanted something that I could watch at my own pace. In offline class, you have to be present there, you have to travel there, and all that. I didn't want all that. So I took an academy for this reason. Then the jump from foundation to inter was so high that it took me 2 to 3 months to absorb that, jump and pressure and all that. Up until November, my preparation was not that good. In December, after a break, I realized that okay, I need to gear up. Up until January, I was planning to give just one group, but then few of my friends motivated me. Then I saw that everyone in Christ were planning to give both the groups itself, and that motivated me myself, that if everyone is giving, why can't I give? What do I lack? Okay, and a few friends actually told me that you can do it. That motivated me a lot. Let me tell everyone that in this CA journey, motivation is a big plays a big role, but even bigger role is played by the willpower. You need to know why you're pursuing CA and what you're benefiting out of it. You need to have your own reasons, and I too stuck my reasons on my study table. And every time I used to sit on my study table, I used to see that reason, and that used to give me more motivation to study and clear this exam. Then yeah, I start for few subjects. I started my preparation as late as 5th of Feb, for audit. And I didn't have anyone to guide me per se, that which subject should I do first, second, third, and all that. So that was, me and my friends have to figure out ourselves, and we learned at our own pace. We studied the subjects in our own manner, and then around March, due to election, people were saying our exams would get postponed, but they did not get postponed, so that was a big bummer to us. Few people had stopped studying. By the way, I had finished my lectures, only lectures, on 8th March. So I had less than 2 months to revise everything, and there were subjects that I had studied 4 months ago back in December, like accounts and all that. So yeah, I had to manage six subjects, six, and then you have few subjects of 50 marks. So that's, let's say, eight subjects only within 2 months. you know I managed to do two revisions of every subject, and I gave the exam. The very first exam that I gave, accounts exam, I was very nervous, and that nervousness turned into my paper going bad. After that paper, I felt like I'm going to fail this attempt. The paper went so damn bad, but fortunately I got 52 marks in that paper. After that paper, my dad just told me that even if you're failing this paper, law and tax, try to get exemption in that, and try to clear group 2, so that in September you will have to give only one paper. But fortunately, very fortunately, I cleared CA Inter in first attempt with 362 marks. And I saw my result. I saw my result on at the airport itself. So let me share this story too. So we were traveling to our native on 11th of July, and I was sitting at the airport waiting for the boarding gate to open and all that. My dad had gone to check the gate number of the flight, and then he came running that you passed, you passed, you passed, you passed, and the result was supposed to come at 11 o'clock, but it came at 10 o'clock, right? So I was shocked, like, what pass, what pass? Then my dad told me, Inter, you cleared Inter. And when I saw that screen, like the website, it was written successful and successful. I was looking for the word pass, but fortunately, things went my way. Now now that I have cleared CA Inter in first attempt, and I reflect back on my journey of past 1 year, this 1 year has been, I would say, probably one of the most hectic years of my life, because I have woken up at 5 o'clock and then gone to 6:30 a.m. classes. Maintained 85 to 95% attendance. So that I could have taken leave at the end, which helped me, make my study leave of more than 1 month, and then saved up a lot of time, not going and meeting out with friends, just studying in those last 2 months, and then navigating my classes in some or the other way. I saw fast track for audit and costing and SM also. So yeah, in the end, I would like to say that everyone has their own pace of studying these subjects and papers. But once you crack it, right, you feel one such feeling that it can't be explained in words. And uh, now also, when I think of that result moment, it gives me goosebumps. So everyone preparing for their CA Inter attempt, right, for September or January, just keep studying, because when you clear it, it's the best feeling on the world that you can get. And just remember, what's the reason why you want to become a CA, why are you pursuing this, and if your willpower is strong enough, you will be able to clear it. And I'll be bringing out more videos in future regarding subject wise strategy for accounts, tax, and all that, because I was able to score 70 in tax and exemption in audit and FMSM. So I feel what some tricky points that I learned during my prep, that I can share with you and save your time, and that will help you a lot, because you won't have to make the mistakes that I made. And in the end, I would like to thank my parents, my teachers, and my friends for helping me throughout this journey, especially a few friends of mine who helped me do my CIAs in college, and also my friend and also my parents to keep me motivated throughout my inter journey. Because while I was preparing for inter in that last 1 month, it wasn't just me who was preparing, it was my parents also, because they also made many sacrifices in the past 1 month, in the last 1 month of the exams. So yeah, that's my journey summed up in a 9 to 10 minutes video, and I hope this gives you a bit of motivation. And if you have any queries, you can text me or DM me, and I'll be bringing up more videos soon. Thank you.